Hi. So, I'm going to be filming the Disney Kpop Tag. Um, it was originally done by Alessia on YouTube a while ago, like very long ago, and I didn't see a lot of people do it. I didn't do it. And then recently, MBK Pop 1997, he's like a sort of newish YouTube user. You should definitely check him out. His link for his channel and his video will be in the description box. So he tagged me as one of the people. So I'm doing it now that I have everything back home, and I'm just really excited because this tag is so cool. And Shout 360 did one, and so did KT Boo. So let's begin. So the first question is The Little Mermaid, a K-pop album or group that is out of their element, a fish out of water. And oops, sorry. I chose FX Pinocchio because compared to the last 3 releases of Four Walls, Red Light, and Pink Tape, this album is not up to standard with that album. This album is decent, but Pink Tape, that's a slay. Like they slayed it. Four Walls is amazing. Red Light is my favorite FX album to date. And just looking back and listening to everything, this is definitely the weakest release. But there is some good songs on here. Like, I really do like Pinocchio, Stand Up, So Into You, but some of the songs, So this is my fish out of water. This is kind of like the early phase before they kind of found a style that worked for them. So, Pinocchio. Next is Cinderella, a K-pop group or artist that went through a huge transformation. And my answer is Girls' Day, when they came back with Expect. Woo! I was not expecting that because they was all on their cutesy tip, and then they just was like, drop it low, open my legs, spread them, rub on my boobs, everything. Like, holy crap, they changed a lot, and I love the change. So, I love it, Girls' Day, and they got more popular, so plus for that. But at the same time, it's kind of like, oh, I guess sex really does sell. Yeah, just a little bit, but love it. Okay. Number 3 is Snow White, a K-pop group with eclectic members. And I was going to choose EXO or Infinite, but then I remember watching all those Bangtan bombs, and I chose BTS because BTS is a group of 7 crazy people that just, when they come together, is something magical and beautiful, and I love it. So, BTS. Yeah. They definitely get it from most eclectic members because you have, like, the crazy talented Maknae that seems to be good at everything, Jungkook, the really cool leader, even though he's also super dorky, Rapmon. And then you have the one that just really don't give a fuck unless he wants to give a fuck, Suga. You have pretty boy Jin, and you have abs galore and booty galore Jimin, and you have J-Hope with his crazy ass faces and dancing and just everything. And then there's V that's just all around an enigma. So BTS all the way. Number 4 is Sleeping Beauty. I saw you. Yeah. A K-pop album that puts you to sleep. Not necessarily in a bad way. It doesn't mean it's a boring album. It could be like soothing. So I chose that. So I chose IU's Last Fantasy because this album, you know, when I go to bed, sometimes I listen to music before I go to bed, and this is very relaxing, and calming to the soul, and it makes me fall asleep easier. And I love this album so much because it is a musical masterpiece, and it's just really pretty, and the instrumentation on these songs is so well done that this is a really, really amazing album. Last Fantasy. Okay. Number 5 is Lion King, a K-pop group or artist that had a terrible past. Ah! Ah! There is no explanation, from the crazy fans to the split to the bullshits. They was popping, and they still popping. Even if it's two groups. DBFK, like, the Sasaeng fans by itself, some bullshit. Record dispute with the companies, suing the company, 3 of them leaving, 2 of them remaining. They have a pretty rocky little history. Like, just there's a lot of stuff that happened to DBSK that I'm just like, oh, they don't deserve that. They don't deserve that. SM, why are you fucking up? But terrible past. These guys pretty much take the cake. All right. Question number 6. Beauty and the Beast. A beast of an album, a big album, that you're intimidated by, but found out the contents of it just so amazingly beautiful. And my answer is not pertaining to packaging. It is Udon by EXO. Growl! Because, well, really it stems back to XOXO. Because when these albums were released, I was in a very, I'm not going to get into EXO feeling. I had my bias of Baekhyun because he was so cute, but I was not here for anything else. I was like, it's whatever. I watched Wolf just so I could stay up on track with everything, and I was like, it's whatever. And I didn't bother listening to the rest of the album, which was a big injustice to me because that album is amazing. This album is amazing. This is my favorite K-pop album of all time. All the songs on here are so good. And I just wasn't in the mood to listen to it. I was like, too many freaking members. That's really how I felt about EXO. And I didn't think their music was all that good. Look at me now, though. And then I just kind of watched Taemin Jongki's review for the EXO album. They had all these amazing, nice things to say about it. So I was like, okay, I think I have to give it a try. So I did. And I was blown away because them songs, like Baby Don't Cry, ooh, Black Pearl, Don't Go, Peter Pan, Baby, My Lady, 365, everything was just so good. And I was like, oh my gosh, I slept on them a little too long. And I fell hard for EXO. Udon. Next is Aladdin. I can show you the world. Nah, bitch, get off my carpet. An album that granted your wish for better or worse. I chose for better because I like better. Boys Be by 17. It granted all the wishes because we all know 17 Karat was the shittiest K-pop album packaging ever of last year. So they've redeemed themselves by like 100-fold by when they released this because it's a very sturdy box. You don't have to struggle for 20 minutes trying to get the CD out. It's very easy. You just lift. You take off the little photo book and the poster and the postcards, and then you have the CD in the little pocket. How easy is this? Why do we need that origami puzzle for the first album? Makes no sense. This is a very well put together album with a lot of goodies, and they definitely granted the wish for better or for worse, and also it granted my wish because I got this beautiful one from M-Wave with all the signatures, and Joshua. And Shower 360 granted my wish when she traded the Joshua photo card for S Scoops, so love it. So question number 8, which is the question I had the most struggle with, is Mulan. Who is that girl I see staring straight back at me? A K-pop group or artist who pretends to be something they're not. I really was like, what do I choose for this? And then it hit me like, Sleep Talking by Newest. This is like the only really cutesy concept Newest has ever done for a title song and like whole album in general. Because Face was very like dark-esque, not cutesy. Action was the same way. Hello was very melancholy and sad. Goodbye Bye, melancholy and sad. Overcome, this is the one album in their discography that really doesn't really stick with what Newest is doing. So this is the album that they were on some experimental type stuff, and it worked in a sense, but at the same time, I was like, what's going on, Newest? And this album is just, whoa, hot pink. But I will say, this has my favorite picture of JR ever, because it's just gorgeousness. Like, oh, JR, why are you looking like that? Get away, honey. So that is my Mulan, because it just didn't fit with what Newest is. But, yeah. Number 9 is Toy Story. A K-pop group or artist you wish you could see live. And this is an easy question. I did not have to think about this at all, because the group that I wish I could see live that I've never gotten the chance, even though I did have a chance but I didn't have the money, is my poor Infinite. I am so desperately thirsty to see Infinite live. It pains my heart because Infinite is my second bias group aside from EXO, and seeing them live would just give me all my feelings. Like, EXO, seeing them live gave me all my feelings. And if I saw these magnificent 7 human beings alive in concert, I wouldn't know what to do with myself, because Myung-soo would be on stage and I'd be like, hey, that would be me. So I wish I could see them live. One day I'm gonna see these guys live and I'm gonna get my life. So Infinite. Oh, Infinite. Why? And the last question, Disney Descendants, which I did not see that movie, is your favorite K-pop group or artist that is really good at playing evil characters. And the obvious answer, which is the most true answer because they're the ones that have made the biggest success off of doing these evil, dark concepts, is none other than VIXX. Vex. Like, darkness is like Vex. Because, like, On and On, Hide, Voodoo Doll. Voodoo Doll. Whoa. Chained Up. They are so good at doing these, like, dark, evilish type concepts. And it really works well for them. Like, they found a niche and they've made some bank off of it. And just dark is good for them because they have, like, this thing about them where they do the dark concept and they somehow manage to make it super sexy. Like, this one, Chained Up, sexy. On and On, they was getting what they sexy on. Hide, muscles galore. And Even Ravi in Beautiful Liar, that was like pretty dark, and he was kind of evil in that one, and he was really good. And Voodoo Doll, okay, they look good when they were dancing and stuff, not when they had all the stuff in their skin, but they do the dark concept the best, in my opinion. Like, if we're talking dark, we're talking Vix, and I love it. So that was the video for the Disney K-pop tag. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. This one, I kind of had to think a little bit because some of these questions were not ones that just came off the top of my head. But I'm satisfied with the answers I've chosen. So I tag all of you to do the video. It's super fun, super creative. Thank you again, MBK Pop 1997, for tagging me. And I will see y'all on the next video, which will be, I don't know, but soon. Bye.